All right, Coach, we have a perfect day for football, and the roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10.
132 fighter. Take 2 of them.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
66, X3, 218, chop,
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Stills over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, 5. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
No spacing.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
44.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Darius Philon. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, alert.
Roethlisberger will throw.
Man, get out of here.
Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll take this one past the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't you practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ringer, guys. Whoa! Target. Hey, Mike 51.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Easy.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Metcalf. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Lock 80!
Lamar Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Colts pick it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. It's complete. Stills. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A first down carry now for Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 77. Check 99. Bring it, guys.
Hey, Steve 6.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And Stills bringing it in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
Look at this.
He's got the
Man, this is terrible.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Running left is Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Get that ball. Get that ball. 25. Check 25. 50. 80 weapons. Watch twins. Watch twins. Shift. Good. Check. Quarter.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He'd hit the sideline.
Quarter. Just basic. Easy. Hey, orbit. Mike 51. Top off.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky is going to let this one go deep. Picked off at the 35. And some room to maneuver. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Like 80! Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Snickers, 66. These two. 10. Under 10. 10.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run again with Bernard.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Like 30. 54. I'm coming. Hey, alert. Check 37. Check 30. Hey. Check. 61. Matchbox light.
On first down, Miller. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the slant. 51 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Well, they were scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Check. 180. Red. Come. Tristan, travel. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Black 20. Check, box 54, box 54. Oh, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller.
Look at Lamar
And he is
Miller.
met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking to throw on second down.
Man.
And this is going to wind up.
Come on.
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
He wasn't even going for the
Defense can
ball.
sit back in a zone like that. It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Look like
Look at
rush
this.
hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute
Man,
mess.
come
Now a shot
on.
taken on third down, but
And
it's
there's
going to
10
wind up incomplete.
passes.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Big air, big air, big air.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
Can I get a fumble?
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Again, it's Jones. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hey, ball. Flare.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely, maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll field this at the 5. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Like 20. Let's go, Hattie. Let's go, Hattie.
throwing now. Roethlisberger on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. Miller with first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Black 20. Go, go, go. 22, 44. Hey, check. 3. Take both of them. Check safety.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
Every one of them popped straight in the air.
Went way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Every single one of them.
Earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Slam. Slam. Lock in. Alert. Undercrunch. Check 31. Protein spill. Joke. Ran. Sponge. No.
Here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Uchenna-Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
He ran right by him.
49-yard punt with a return of just 2.
Right
the Texans are going to
by
have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Easy. Show that bench releases though. Watch the curl.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Break that! Like 80! 54, Mike. Here we go, 44. Mike's by 4. Hey, exit. Mike's by 4. Middle. Let's run. Move,
back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Kyler Fackrell coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Focus.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
No spacing. Snickers, 66.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack, Roethlisberger. And he fires one incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Haywood! Record! Check it. Solid, 5 down. Easy. Let's go.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Can't catch.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 54. Here we go. Hey, alert. Man, I got you.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Hey, alert. Watch the twins.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Sliding out of it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna-Nwosu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, it's Jones. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
All right, now, 180. I know he ain't got it.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception.
Every ball was, every tip ball he intercepted.
Get it back to the 41-yard line.
I can't get to it.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
There he goes left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go! Hey, Dad! Black 20! Mike 54! Mike 54! And we're pretty quiet.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught. Stills right side. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence.
He's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down.
I'm gonna remember this.
The 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set! Left 30. Check. 53 is mine. Here we go. SOS.
They'll run on first down. Miller. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
You could just destroy him. This nigga have out there. He done threw fucking 6 interceptions. These niggas got some killers out there. Got shut down corner. Zone Hawk.